Seriously. It's better if I take the cup off. Is it? La 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 la. Morning, Penny's Pit Stop. How are you? Thought I would have a Warhammer morning and go for it painting. Hello there, go for it painting. How are you? Just thought I'd have an hour, maybe 2 hours live this morning. Hope you're all good. Oh, that's good to hear, Penny. So I'm working on some Space Marines, 40k. Yeah, we've got Ian Fraser in. Hello there, Ian. Welcome to the stream. I'll try and keep up with the chat as much as possible. Penny says, nice for the Emperor. Mum, son, and Train Rail fans is in also. She says, good morning, Lindsay and chat. Morning there to you. And those are just coming in. I'm having a Warhammer morning. So, and I'm working on some Space Marines. Putting detail on the second one. I'll change the camera in a minute down to the bench cam in a minute. But on Streamlabs, it does have a curve effect. So, doesn't do it on StreamYard, only on Streamlabs. I don't know why. So what you been all up to this morning so far? Anything good? Are you at the bench, or what did you have for breakfast? Beverage? I am new to Warhammer. This is the first time I've ever tried it. So, just fancied having a go at it. Change this bench cam. You have to tell me which one is the best one. There we go. Mum, son, and Train Rail fan says, I have a lot of monsters to paint today that I 3D printed yesterday for our Godzilla layer. Oh, cool. I'll catch up with your channel, Tammy. Go for it painting says, hit the like button. Yes, please, guys, if you would. Penny's Pit Stop says, just working on my Mozzie. Ian Fraser says, I'm also doing Warhammer Rhino Tank. Oh, cool. Cool, Ian. Mark's Mods is in. Hello there, Mark. Welcome to the stream also. And he says, hello, everybody. Mum and Son Train Rail fan says, no breakfast yet. I am the only one up with the dogs. We'll cook in about an hour, then head to the train building and get started. Cool. What you having for breakfast today then? Anything nice? Yes, this is my first time with Warhammer, Ian. So, I don't think I'm making too much of a bad job of them. I've still got to pull a lot more detail out of them. So I want to do something with the base, and I'm going to lacquer it and then put some wash on just to bring the detail out in the creases and stuff like that. So hopefully that'll work out okay. Because these ones are this set's a starter set, so you get the paints with it. So, and also I bought another set as well. I'll show you that in a bit. So Tammy says chocolate chip, pancakes and sausages. Very nice. Ian Fraser says mine too. Ian Fraser says they're looking good. Thank you, Ian. Yeah, the other set, it's like they're like monsters or something. I don't know. They look a bit like dinosaurs to me. Tammy says they look great. Thought you'd 3D printed them. No, they're actually a kit, plastic kits. So they're all like a push fit together. But you do have to glue in places because to get them up tight. So, but I painted most of them when they're apart. I mean, I did the priming on that one. This is the third one. I've done the primer on that yesterday. Used the base coat from the set. So, so I'm going to let that dry, that white dry, and then I'm going to start painting the blue on these. They are very different to what I normally do. So, at least one thing, they won't take up too much space, will they? Cool. So, I'll just paint this blue on these and then I'll show the other set that I bought. I thought, well, I'll buy the starter sets because you get the paints with them. So they weren't a bad price, really. I think they were £22.50 each, which is not too bad, I suppose, because you get. I mean, the paints are expensive, aren't they? So, but I was looking at some of them, some of the Warhammer in that Warhammer shop. Man, it's really, really nice stuff, but it's so expensive. But I suppose at the end of the day, it's no more expensive than what I would pay for a kit anyway. As most kits I buy, they're not cheap. So I suppose it works out the same eventually. They are quite interesting, this Warhammer stuff. I think I might pop in the shop and see if I can get some kind of base I can put them on. So they'll look a little bit more interesting. Do a little diorama for them. I'm not into playing with Warhammer. It's just I thought I'd just have a go, see how it goes. They are quite relaxing to do. I suppose more expensive the kits, the bigger they are, and there's more detail in them. The name of the blue is, hold on, Markerage Blue. It's MACRAGGE, Markerage, something like that. That's if I've pronounced it right, Ian. paints are not too bad. They do hand paint well. I'm not sure whether you can spray these paints. I'll have to try and venture down that road. I'm not sure whether anybody here is spray paint Citadel paints. This is the first time I've ever used them. I've heard about them, but a bit of a chat. Ian says, "Fun build, Lindsay." Yeah, very fun. Kev's plastic scales. He's in. Hello there, Kev. How are you? Hope you and Jackie are okay. And he says, "Morning, Lindsay and Chatland." Got my pot in the way, haven't I? Can't see what I'm doing, can you? What a plank. Apparently, you can buy those holders to hold your figures on. So I shall invest in one of those. You do need a couple of coats of this blue. So Ian says, "Put a spot of water in the paint, it flows better." Oh, okay. Go for it. Painted says, "Hi, Kev, plastic scales." What, just like a couple of drops inside the pot or on a wet palette? I'll find my dropper in a minute. Lee says, "Hi, big thumbs up." Thank you, Lee. Ian Fraser says, "Wet palette." Okay. I'll just do this leg and then we'll try it. It does lay quite flat though on its own though, doesn't it? But it's like you say, if it's got a little bit of water with it, it'd probably flow better, like you say, Ian. No, I'm not going to sing Baby Shark, don't worry. I'm using a voice activated mic, so you shouldn't be able to hear any noise background, hopefully. Like watching a silent movie until I talk. Just a little bit there. So how long have you been doing Warhammer figures for, Ian? Quite a while. That's that bit done. We'll try this method that Ian says. Stay that. I've got one space there. I need more dropper. I'll find it. It's not the one. Ah, right, yeah. Be easy to dip the brush in water, wouldn't it? Okay, Ian. Lee says use flow aid. I don't have any of that. Go for it painting says hi Lee. Ian Fraser says if you get lighter blue for highlights. All right, okay. Ian Fraser says and dry brush it. Yep. Lee says hi Ian. Ian Fraser says hi Lee. And got also Jeff Light in the stream. Hello there, Jeff. He says good afternoon, Lindsay, and all in Chatland. Lee says here, but editing. Ian says built my Rhino primed, ready for paint. Cool. Ian Fraser says just started 2 days ago, like you, Lindsay, a novice at it. Well, at least I'm not alone. That's the main thing, isn't it? I'm not alone. Okay, let's see how this goes. I suppose I don't want too much water on it. Need another. Oh yeah, works a little bit better, doesn't it? Helps it flow. Thank you for the tip, Ian. Careful I don't cover that crest. Remember, try and keep my hands down on the bench so you guys can see. Oh, it's definitely a different kind of improvement here. Thank you, Ian. It's not dragging the brush either. Great tip. It's much better. Just a little bit of water on the brush. I do find these figures quite small though, really. Not a bit too much water on that. Ian Fraser says, I do say I would recommend their kit. They go together well. Yeah, they do go well. Kev's plastic scale model says, hello, go for it. Also, we've got new Fenris. Hello there, William. And he says, morning, mates. William says, yeah, Warhammer is roughly 148 scale. Lee says, hi, Daniel. Yeah, so down the rabbit hole. Suppose I've been at these three figures for about, I don't know. When did I buy them, Aggie? A week ago? Last week. Yeah. I've been at these figures for about a week, I think. Something like that. So, These paints are quite good to brush paint. Do like them. You need a couple of coats soon. Too much water on that. You've got too much water on that bit. Wait till that dries off now. William says, Lindsay, no, the rabbit hole been 25 years for me and love their kids. Yeah. But you 3D print a lot of yours now, though, don't you? Jeff Light says, hi, Fenris. One thing I do like about them, though, they don't take up much room, do they? Well, it depends, I suppose, how far you go with it, I suppose. I found the people in the shop, they were very quite helpful. Very helpful. What kind of lacquer do you suggest, William, after I've finished painting them? ordinary acrylic lacquer. Catch up with the chat in a minute. Let me do this bit and then I'll catch up with the chat. These are all push bits, so one thing I do like about them, they're push fits. Well, I should be streaming on Wednesday, 7 p.m. as usual for the PPM stream. 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. So that's invites only for PPM members. Right, let's catch you with this chat. Where did we get to? Jeff Light says, hi Fenris. Jeff Light says, what's the SP on Sprue? Not streaming today. Hope that he's all okay. He hasn't been well for a few days, Jeff. So he thought he would just give it a miss. But he should be back on Thursday for the Les DIY. New Fenris says mostly just terrain and D miniatures. Okay. William says I haven't used any varnish or lacquer on mine before. Oh, okay. I'm going to try a little bit of varnish just to bring some shine out of them, and then I can do some dry brushing. Well, I should do the dry brushing for the varnish, but when I do a sorry, my brain's gone. When I do a wash, then I shall have to lacquer it first. But I need to do some dry brushing on the weapons. So on the bases, I'm going to use wheel sand and use some railway scenic stuff like grass and whatever, probably a bush or see how it goes. I'm always open to suggestions and tips. Always. I could do one of these and get into the shops and back. Jeff Light says, thank you, Lindsay. William says, varnish or lacquer as a last step will make washes not adhere to model, can spot and not set well. Oh, okay then. I think I understand what you're saying, William. Is that because of the pigmentation in the paint in these Citadel paints? Like I say, I have a lot to learn here. And only by asking questions, I get to know. Show you that with the set in a minute. What I've got. Just to finish painting this one, this part. I need to let this dry for a little while. You guys are actually watching paint dry. I think YouTube's a bit late with a notification. So my channel is now live and we've been 49 minutes into the stream. Show you that with the set now. So don't laugh at me if I spell this wrong. It's the Termanagonites and the Ripper Swarm. Something like that, anyway. Which is those ones. They look quite difficult. Loads of little tiny pieces. And also you get the paints with it. It's another start set. So that's what I got. First of all, start that bit. Fenris says that is because it's an acrylic paint. I think I know a lacquer that would do it. And you can buy it from Hobbycraft here in the UK. Stinky stuff, but it's good stuff. I use it on acrylics all the time. It gives it nice shine and it sets as rock hard like a moon rock. You can always try it, see what happens. Nothing to lose, really, is it? You don't learn anything unless you take the plunge. Have to have disasters to try things. I'll say that anyway. It's like somebody said to me when I built my tank transporter, and I sprayed it the main base colour. Well, I used what they call high coat plastic primer, and then I sprayed lacquer paint on top of that for the base coat, the green. And then I asked a question to somebody. I said, being I've used lacquer paints, will I be able to spray acrylic paints over the top? And they said, no, you can't because you'll get a reaction. So I'm sitting there thinking, well, this base colour has been down nearly 6 months. So I thought, I'm going to take the plunge. And I sprayed all the camo in acrylic. It turned out okay. It turned out fine. Didn't react to nothing. So lacquer paints can be a bit funny, can't they? I thought I'll try it. Screw it up, do. So I say you have to take these plunges. I can't use them lacquer paints, they stink too much now for me. I was using them MRP paints, lacquer paints. And I got them during lockdown because it was all I could get at the time. Because they'd sold out of all acrylic stuff. Everybody went on a mad one buying stuff. William says that's the new kit and they are fun. They're a fun kit. Haven't done the starter kit, but you're right, it does have some fiddly bits too, yeah. We got Haunted Halloween Railway in, and he says, "Hi Lee and Lindsay, hello there, welcome to the stream." So don't forget to press that big thumbs up, guys, if you would. It all helps with my channel. This one, put some detail out. His eyeballs. His eyes nice and even. Good, 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 good. Suits are a little bit different. Okay. No problem. It's my dog. Just pulling a little bit of detail out of this as much as I can. Just doing some blacking where the blaster parts are. Whatever you call them anyway. I not to do too much. Just pull a bit of detail out. Not too much. Just enough. use this one. Here's the moment of truth, whether I can use model air on top of Citadel paint. Excuse me, got the hiccups. Okay. Got to catch up with this chap. William says, yeah, haven't used lacquer paint, mostly model and artistic acrylic paints. And also we've got Wolfsec in. Hello there, Wolfsec. Welcome to the channel. And he says, how do you all? No baby shark in? No, it's just a single stream. Fenris says, yeah, he's not feeling very well today, Wolfsec. Haunted Halloween Railway says, hi, Paul. Ian says, is that decals on the shoulder pad, Lindsay? No, that's what I painted in, Ian. New Fenris Railroad says, yes, you can. Yes, you can. I've used both together. Okay. New Fenris Railroad says they're both acrylic. Cool. Yeah, they're just, it's raised parts on the shoulder pads and you just paint them in. So they're quite raised. So okay. Holding it too far up in the air for you. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to do a bit of dry brushing now. A little experimentation. Bring the highlights out on it. Get rid of some of that black. That looks more realistic. I don't know whether you can see it. Probably not. Kind of took some of the black down. So you can still see the black underneath as a shadow. So looks much better. Just like shadowing anti-aircraft guns, stuff like that. Just to bring all the lines out and everything else. Still a lot of black in it. Still more black than the gunmetal. It's just brought all the highlights out. Go too far with it. Do it a little bit at a time so you don't do it too heavy. I'll check with the chat again in a minute. This weapon while it's off. Chat. Ian Fraser says, that's very good, mate. Cool. Wolfsec seen it says, hi, Will and Jake. Lee says, have good stream, big thumbs up. Okay, Lee, cheers. Ian Fraser says, just waiting for the second coat now. Cool. Lee says, got to go. See you in the streams. Wolf16, it says, hi, Lee. Ian Fraser says, see you, Lee. It's dry. I'll get to put another coat on. It's still tacky. There's not really much I can do at the moment, guys. So I think we'll call this stream it. Thank you very much for everyone coming in. Do appreciate it. Oh dear, what's going on here? Okay, there we go. So there's not really much I can do at the moment, guys, because I've still got to wait for this third one to dry. The main body coat, the blue, because it's still quite tacky. So I don't really want to put another coat on yet. Thank you everyone for coming into the stream. Much appreciate it. Hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you all soon. Thank you very, very much. Give the big thumbs up on the way out, guys, if you would, and we'll see you all soon. Bye-bye for now.